All right, man, I'm excited. You know why?
Why? Why are you excited?
We're part of the Den.
Ooh, we're here having some whiskey in the den. Hanging out in the den. It's like the man den.
Yeah.
What's the den?
Den is the Deluxe Edition Network, an awesome network of podcasts that you could check out at deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Check out all the podcasts there. Lots of good stuff, including, now, fresh and new, Bacon is My Podcast. What's your bacon? G is asking, how was the show? I was so bummed I missed it. I don't know. Are we going to talk about that in discussions?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Okay. We talked a little about it in the last one.
Yeah. Did we?
I think.
I don't think we did.
No.
No, because we haven't done a show since the show.
Well, no, the show, like the
show we just did with Neon.
Yeah. Was that before? Did we record?
We haven't recorded since then. Yeah.
So it's before that.
Yeah.
We're in the future.
We're in the future. Yeah. So
I'm so tripped out. How was the show at Neon Skyline? The future.
The future
is here.
Indeed.
And with that said, I think since the future is here, let's hit the intro.
All right.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Hey, bud.
What's up?
Guess what time it is?
Fall.
Yes. You know what that means? That means that the trees are shedding their leaves.
Indeed, indeed. You know what does not shed leaves automatically?
Testicles, and cheeks.
Right. So it is time for some fresh ball fall action.
Yeah.
My friends.
Manscaped, the Lawnmower 4.0, featuring their patented skin-safe technology.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you're not using Manscaped yet, what are you waiting for? Come on.
And what do your balls look like? Ooh.
Right? It's got an LED light, so if you're worried about nicking something or not being able to see, you don't have to worry, man. The lawnmower has it.
Shave in the dark.
Exactly. It's waterproof.
It is waterproof.
Go into the shower. If you don't want to make a mess outside the shower, go in the shower.
Shave in a dark shower.
Yeah, you can do that with Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BACONPOD, it'll give you 20% off and free shipping.
Free shipping.
And it's not even just for the lawnmower.
No, it's for everything. You can get the crop mops, shampoo, they have body soap, they have lotions, all kinds of things. Check it out, manscaped.com. If you can't remember the promo code, just jump over to baconsmypodcast.com and check out our sponsors page.
Always remember to clean your testicles, your chesticles, and your cheeks with Manscaped.
Yeah, man. What's your bacon? Welcome, everybody, to Bacon is My Podcast, Discussions and Drinks.
Where today we're going to have something straight off the Joan Jett tour bus, right?
Yeah, right off the Joan Jett tour bus. So Annie came home from the tour, and she just had a bag full of all kinds of stuff. Because she was like, well, they're just going to throw things away if they don't use it. So she brought home all kinds of stuff. So all kinds of different kinds of, like granola bars and protein bars and things like that.
Yeah, all the things you get,
all the stuff that they kind of catering stuff.
Or writer or whatever.
Yeah. And so she brought these Loud Lemon cocktails.
So Loud Lemon has, well, this one is the Cranberry Sunrise, which we're excited for because we like cranberry. We like cranberry juice.
Well, it's cranberry, lime, and orange. Lemonade.
Yeah, it's vodka lemonade.
Everything about this, 8%.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, so that's why I'm glad we have two of these.
Right. Yeah. Super excited about this one. And we like cranberries, so that's why we don't have any UTIs.
Yes. Served chilled or over ice. 100%. No, not 100%.
It's not 100.
10%. I saw a 1 and a 0. 10% real juice.
Yeah.
I like that honesty though. They're like, yo, 10% real juice.
The rest of it,
there's 10% juice in there. The rest of
Rest
it's
of it-
vodka.
Straight up suspect.
Made with distilled
Skilled?
premium vodka. Is that extra or is it used to be?
No, it was premium at one time.
It was premium. It was distilled. Full flavored, authentic lemonade cocktails.
Bold.
Real, smooth, bold.
When they use the word bold, it usually means it's strong.
Yeah, that is usually what that means.
It means.
I mean,
that-
8% is pretty good for a. Are we doing cranberry right away?
Let's do it.
Right from the jump, we're hitting that. Okay.
Yeah. What were we gonna do?
I thought we were going to try these other two since we're only drinking half of each one of those,
No. Let's go.
and then we
let's
were
go.
going
No, let's go
to
for it.
finish it up with the.
We know we're gonna love these.
Well, that's why I'm
These
going
other
to
ones
save
are-
it for last.
These other ones are suspect.
All right. Well, cheers. Oh, it already smells good.
Yeah, it smells great.
Wow.
Smells great.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cheers, everyone.
Oh, it's great.
That's fantastic.
It's not too it's not sweet.
Yeah.
Bold
It's
in
the right
in
amount
the
of
right
tart.
way. It's
Right amount of
bold in the
tart.
right way because you can definitely taste a little bit of the vodka. I might choose to put this over ice, but it would have I wouldn't put over a single cube. I'd like get a decent amount of
Right,
ice
like-
and then keep it cold the whole time.
Yeah.
And that would probably kill a little bit of the
I mean,
bold.
I have single cube.
No. We've got whiskey here, so
Right. Okay.
save for the whiskey.
All right.
There you go. But no, they would kill that quote unquote bold flavor, and I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I'm a fan of this. It's nice.
Oh man, that's good.
I don't have any more of the cranberries. These were the only two.
Oh.
I do have a couple more of the other ones. So if you
Okay.
like those, I'll
Bring them back.
I only brought what could fit in my little lunchbox.
Of course. So yeah, we were posed the question. How was the show? How
Yeah,
was the show?
our patrons that are hanging out with us live right now over at patreon.com/bacon is my podcast for the price of getting us a couple of coffees.
Well, actually,
once a month.
It's funny enough is this. So this feature where we do it live every week, pretty much every week,
Yeah.
that is for every patron.
Right.
It is for the lowest tier. It is for the highest.
So
tier.
for the price of allowing us to share a soda
right a month.
a month, you can join us live. So yeah,
But
if you're listening, check
but
it out.
if you do a little bit more, you can get a little bit more. And what's something else that you'll get a little bit more? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the show,
Right.
what are patrons going to get this week? They are going to get the new Something Heavy single that comes out.
Yeah.
That comes out in November.
Comes out in November.
But you guys are going to get it now.
They're gonna get it now.
You're going to get it this week. So be on the lookout for that, patrons.
I haven't even heard the finished one yet.
No, when we're done, you'll hear. But yeah, we played a show with our buddies Neon Skyline. You guys saw that episode. I'm hopeful.
Yes.
And it was a really cool. It was a really cool venue. There was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happened that was. I'm super happy that didn't affect the crowd.
Yeah.
And didn't affect the people that came. But on the overall, it was really cool. It was in a sound studio, which
Yeah, so the whole thing was a different kind of vibe. So so Neon Skyline is their sound is huge,
yeah,
right? So to give them the ability to kind of do what they wanted to do to release their record and to have it sonically be what they wanted it to be, they needed to be able to kind of have some control over the room and the sound and everything that's kind of going into it. So doing it at like a regular bar gig was just not something that was going to work for this, and they wanted to do something different. And what a cool idea, you know? We got a sound stage. It was a beautiful stage.
Huge
Stage, lights, excellent sound.
So much room for activities.
Man, like, yeah, there was a lot of room for activities. Full karate on stage. You can totally do it.
You guys got big timed, and
We did get big timed.
and you still had tons of room.
And we still had room. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Joey big timed us.
I
Us
was
and everybody
busting-
else. Us and everybody.
I was busting his chops about it. He was like, "We're not.
I was too.
There's just so much room." And I was like, "No, I get it. You're big time."
I did the same thing. I when I came in, I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were big timing us. I didn't realize that."
He kept going. He kept going. I'm not big timing anybody. We're setting up before that everybody. I was like, all right, cool.
Right, and everybody's setting up in front of you,
In front of you. That's cool.
so you're big timing everybody.
Big time.
See, so it's a fun little thing when we say we got big timed. So local bands, what happens often is you play a show with like a national band, right? And when you play a show with a national band, you may be playing a stage that you've played 100 times.
Right.
You may have sold every single ticket for that room, right? But generally what happens is the national band sets all their stuff up on stage, and then they leave it on stage, and then you have to set up in front of them. So whatever size that stage is, depending on whatever size their gear is, you have less stage. I have been on a stage where the main band's drum set has literally split my band in half.
Right.
To where 2 of us are on the left and 2 of us are on the right.
Including a drummer.
Including the drummer.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean when we say big time. So when it's like one of our peers and everything, it's always kind of fun to just kind of be like, "Oh, see, a big timed us, huh? You just big timed us on stage." Now,
We poked the bear. We poked the bear.
there was more than enough room on this stage for that.
It was insane.
And the reason they did it is because they had so many things sonically that had to happen for their drums.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. They didn't.
They
They
set
didn't
up
big
like
time us.
They set up
but-
the day. They literally set up the day before.
Yeah.
So this way they can, because something that was very unique about this show. So it reminded me a lot of like LTOB's first time doing anything. So when I was in LTOB, we rented the sound stage that they had, and we invited a group of close friends and family to come see our first set before we actually performed it. You were there.
Yep.
And
That's how I got a bass player.
Is it?
Oh no, that wasn't that. That was something else.
No, that was no. You played. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, you didn't play it. You went to the Fight of the Century one,
That's where
you took their bass.
that's where I took
oh
the opening band's bass player.
right.
Yeah.
You took the opening band. Right,
Shout out Mike Chalento.
homie. Yeah. So we did something similar to that, but like what's cool about the sound stage is it's like, okay, well, if you want to get refreshments and stuff, because a lot of bands, what they'll usually do is get industry people, and they'll create a showcase and stuff like that. This was a show scenario. So Neon Skyline, within their ticket price, they were like, okay, we're going to rent the place out. We're going to be able to pay the overhead. We're also going to get drinks. We're going to get, sodas, beers, White Claws, waters.
Yeah. And give them to everybody included in the ticket price.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of tickets were $30, which is an expensive night for a local show. But I mean, they spent thousands of dollars on that night.
Right.
But what they did is they figured it out like, okay, we have to rent out the room. We're going to get this many drinks. We're allowed this many tickets because it was a very limited ticket event. So if you got a ticket for the event and you were there, awesome. Thank you for being there. If you didn't get one on time, you didn't get to go. I had several people
pissed
that were pissed that they missed it because they tried to get tickets like week of, and I was like, "Yo,
Couldn't do it.
I'm sorry. Like we're like every band it sold out. It was a sold out event."
Which is really cool. And
Yeah.
and the other thing too is when you think about it, like 100 and some odd people are a lot of people.
Yeah.
But when you think of like a Revolution was like a 450 cap.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So and when LTOB did the release show, that was a 250 cap.
Mm-hmm.
And so 100 is a lot of people, but
Still
it's a
intimate.
it's still intimate.
Yeah.
And what was really cool about it, especially visually, if you look at any of Neon Skyline's pictures and stuff like that, man, it looked like a fucking packed room.
Yeah.
Visually, it was all there.
Yes.
It was all there. And I really loved the vibe of that room that night.
Everyone
I
that was
wasn't-
there to see everyone.
Yeah.
And they were there from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And like,
It was really cool because
Such a cool vibe.
I was actually not the first choice to play. And I made it a point to be like, I don't want to be the first choice to play, nor do I want it to be the second choice or the third choice. So basically what happened was somebody was in the sights of Joey to play it. And I said, okay, well, if that's not going to work out, why don't you ask this person, this person, this person. And if you can't get somebody, give me 2 weeks. And I'll just do it. Like, you don't have to pay me. You don't have to do anything. I'll just come and I'll do it. And he's like, oh, you'll do it? You'll do like an acoustic opener?
yeah,
I was like,
he wanted you to do it, man. He wanted you to be.
I was like, yeah, I'll do it, but like, ask people, so and so or whoever. He's like, no, if you'll do it, yeah, you could do it. And I was like, oh, okay,
Right.
I'm gonna do it. So I wasn't really planning on doing it, and I was really happy that I did it, and the crowd was really good for me.
Yeah.
Early on,
You played great
And-
too, man.
Oh,
You
thank
sounded
you, man.
great. You played great.
Appreciate it. It was one of my my few.
I came up
solo
and totally
acoustic shows.
half-assed our song.
Hey man, we got a whole set of that.
We
coming up,
got a
so
whole set of that coming up.
we're gonna both half-ass all of it.
I was a low spot in your set, which I was honored to be.
You were mid. You were mid. You were mid.
Definitely
You
mid.
were mid.
Definitely for sure mid.
But you know what? You recovered after the really difficult. Don't look back in anger.
Right. Right.
Right. So, but yeah, no, it was a really cool. Like for me, it was really cool. It was really laid back. For me, playing solo, I was really happy to do it. So, yeah, I was happy to just be there.
Yeah.
But overall, like just in general, the bands were really great. After me was I Ignite when they played their last show with Stefan, and
Yeah.
that was cool. And
They
after
played
that,
great. They played a great set.
they played a great set. And after that was Lunacy Commission,
Oh,
who dude, I became a fan.
I'm a legit fan. Like, I became a fan of their EP before they played.
Yes, so did I. And it
But-
was funny because
Damn.
that was the one thing throughout my set that I was just like, I kept telling people, I was like, man, I really like this band.
Yeah.
Stick around for this band because they're really fucking good. I really
Yeah.
like them. And then they played live, and I was like, fuck, really good.
So good.
really good. Really
So
great.
good.
Yeah, so check out Lunacy Commission. Check out
Yeah.
their EP.
Their EP's really
fantastic.
good. Yeah.
After Lunacy Commission was Crazy Strange, whatever.
Yeah.
And then was Neon Skyline. They did really, really great. I'm really happy for Joey and Julia and Dan and James. They
have a great
are
band?
A great fucking band.
Great band, great record, great song.
Great songs. Yes.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked out baconismypodcast.com yet?
It's like the portal to everything Bacon is My Podcast. It's got episodes. It's got music.
Yeah.
It's got swag.
Yeah.
And it has a portal to all of our sponsors, our awesome sponsors like GrillYourAssOff.com, Drink Wild Bills, Manscaped, and, of course, Mythical Beards.
Mythical Beards, yeah. So check it out. I mean, you can just, from one page, find so many things.
Yes.
Right? Check out our swag. Check out their swag. Get those discount codes and just, help out the show.
Exactly. And always remember to ask yourself one super important question.
What's your bacon?
Yep.
Hey all you guys and ghouls, it's your ghostess with the mostest, Amber Brooke here, and I just want to tell you a little about Terror Tuesday. Spooky. Well, Terror Tuesday is an Instagram live show where I talk about horror, conspiracy theories, serial killers, supernatural stuff, and so much more. And I discuss it with some super special horror-loving guests. So if you like blood, gore, spooky, scary stuff with a hint of comedy, Terror Tuesday is for you. You can tune in on my channel, amber.brook32, to catch one. Tune in, or else. Relax, I can't see, but it's just ketchup. Nope, that's blood.
But I glazed over you. I glazed over you. Because I am so excited that you played so many fucking new songs.
Yeah, we did.
And
all of our new stuff.
And you guys just tracked the drums.
We did.
For all of those new songs.
Last night we tracked the drums. Now I will say I will say here thank you so much to Joey. I'm always blown away by, like, Joey and I give each other shit all the time, right? And when you give shit to your friends, sometimes you lose this idea that they actually like what you do. Right? Like, sometimes like you kind of forget that. And I am always blown away by how highly Joey speaks of my band and how much he thinks of us, and the fact that he called me and said, "Yo, I want you guys on this. I want you to be main support for us. I want this to be part of the night. This is how I want it to be." I am incredibly honored by that.
Me too.
Because he could have picked anybody, and like, we don't play together that often. It's not like
yeah.
So just, he's always had really nice things to say about me as a songwriter and my band and stuff. But like, it just, like, you forget, again, when you're friends and everything, you don't always kind of, like, I guess you just kind of forget. You forget, like,
yeah,
that someone likes what you do.
Right.
So
right. Well, that's that's the thing
when
that
they do. It's
kind
of like it's cool, and I really appreciate it.
I've been friends with Joey since the 10th grade. So, like, for me too, and like, even beyond that, like, we were talking about it the other night. It's just like, he and I, we're still talking. Because why are we still talking? Well, because we're friends, but, like,
Right.
also, he's going to be playing the Bacon is My Passion show.
Yeah.
He's going to be on bass. And
Joey's so talented.
he's fucking great.
So talented.
Like, if you need a bass player, like,
well, besides, not
or-
only that, but a talented songwriter,
Yes.
a talented arranger. He's got a great vision. Like, he is an uber talented individual, and
I agree.
Like,
Yeah.
and I probably don't give him enough.
and-
I probably give him
and-
too much shit, and he doesn't realize.
On
that I
top
think
of
so
that,
highly
though,
of him.
he is, and Jen says this all the time too, he is just a genuine soul.
Oh, he's the greatest dude.
Where it's just like, you want to be around Joey.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so full of love. He's so full of light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? we have a lot of laughs
Oh yeah.
at the expense of others. But you know what? Like on the overall, the dude is just so full of love and so full of life, and I fucking love him.
Yeah,
And-
we don't tease people if we don't like it.
Right. Exactly.
If I don't like you, I'm not gonna make fun of you. You're not gonna rate at all. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna think about you.
Yeah. You're not on the spectrum.
Yeah, you don't even it's like count. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah. So he was super excited that that he got you guys to do it, and then he was like, you'd be willing to open up?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Why? I don't know, whatever. And he's like,
right.
all right, well then you're gonna open up. And I was like, well, you can get people that are like successful that's doing like more numbers and stuff like that. He's like, no, I want you to do it because you're
hey, he's
my
genuine,
friend
man.
and
Yeah.
this and that. And I was like, okay, yeah, then I'd be happy to.
Well, and you're every bit as good as successful people.
Oh, thanks. Like, I don't know how to feel about that, but no, thank you.
It's
Thank you.
nice, but it's also kind of not. Yeah.
But what I will say about, like I said about Craven Strange's set, they played a new song, and I've heard it. I've heard demo versions. I've heard phone recordings. I've heard all sorts of it. There's a song in this new batch called Disassociate, and they played it. Did you play it at Warehouse? I feel like you were.
We've only played it once.
You were like ready. You were like, I think we're gonna try and play it, but you didn't.
Yeah.
And then you did at this.
Yep.
And I had heard the demos of it already and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm so glad that this got lumped into this new batch.
It made it last minute too.
It was very last minute. I know, because you guys
Yeah.
had Dave.
We wrote it. Chris and I wrote it, and then the rest of the band wrote it with Dave in the room producing, because we were like, hey, should we add this extra song? And he was like, I really like it.
Yeah.
And we just went for it.
So hearing the last thing that I had heard was a room demo, and I don't even know if Frank and Chris were on
I don't think
it.
Frank was on it. I think Chris was. Monty
Chris was,
Monty
yeah.
was, but
Maybe
Frank
Monty
wasn't
was,
on
but-
it. No, you heard the one that we made for Frank.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, this fucking, yes, this song is like, yes, for sure. And then you brought it, you played it, and I that was the first thing I texted you the next morning was like, I am so glad that song made it, because that song is dope.
That's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, Craving Strange fucking killed it.
You've heard more new songs via phone recording than anybody.
Well,
Like
yeah.
all the way back from landmines.
Oh.
Right? Like,
Well,
I think,
well, no,
didn't you hear
landmines-
that? You heard landmines as a phone recording, didn't you?
Landmines I heard as a phone recording the night you finished, and you were like, hey, you want to see the song about blank? And I was like, about what? Yeah, blank.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. And then you played it for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Blank was
You know what I did?
how
You know
mad
what?
I am at my band
You know what I didn't
at the
hear?
time.
You know what I didn't hear on phone recordings?
What's that?
Any of the songs I sang on.
No, that's true. That's true.
It was great because
Yeah.
those landmine songs, you literally like. I walked into Dave's,
Right.
And I was, well, you asked me the day before.
Mm-hmm.
That was the fun thing.
Well, yeah, because we decided that we needed it the day before.
No, you were bartending.
Right,
and-
but we had a couple days before we had
So-
recorded.
so the
and I
landline
was
thing is-
like, I need Mike on this.
Well, you didn't text me then.
Right,
You waited until
right.
I think so. We went to
Well,
go
we
see.
weren't texting as much then.
Yeah, we were.
Not as much as now.
Well, now we're like heavily involved in projects
Right.
together. So
Yeah.
like now, yeah.
Now we're like one body.
Right.
But we weren't that then.
But like it was funny because I came in to the bar because I had seen some Marvel movie. I don't remember what it was.
This is why we didn't text each other.
No,
You were
it's
a
not because
spoiler.
of that. I was not a spoiler. Relax, guy. I would come to your bar to torment you.
Right.
The night we saw it, knowing that you were going to see it the morning
Right.
after. But I came to the bar, and before I could say anything, you looked at me and you went, "Hey, I'm going to need you for background vocals. You available tomorrow?"
Yeah.
And you must have known enough that I was not going into work the next day. Because I saw the movie at midnight
Right.
or like late that day.
And then came to see me at the bar.
Right. So you're just like, "Hey dude, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to do some background vocals? Cool, let's do some background vocals." And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But we were maybe not texting, but we were of the, "Hey, I'm just gonna come over one night and
Right.
like hang out with you
Yeah.
in your backyard in front of a fire and just go, hey, here's a fucking
Yeah.
band recording."
Yeah. We were at that level. We just weren't the, "Hey, I just thought of putting you on a song."
Oh. So yeah, it all came together really quick, and
Yeah.
Jen, like I told Jen the next day because it was so late that I got home, and she was just like, "Wait, you're going to Glen Cove tonight?"
Right,
What?
right.
Wait, what? What's happening? What? Who? What?
I'm gonna need you on stuff for these songs too.
That's fine. Well, hey, listen, the Rise method worked, but if you want me to,
we're gonna do some big gang nanas for grains.
only if it's in standard tuning.
Well, then you won't be on it,
All right,
but everyone else will be. No,
you had your opportunity.
if that's the hill you want to die on. Then I guess,
yeah, that's fine.
I'll miss you.
You'll need screams in this one and this one.
Yeah.
Not great.
This isn't even a scream, so I'll do what I was gonna have you do. It's fine.
No, you can call on me whenever.
Yeah.
But it was great because like you said, I have things to do, and I was like, yeah, sure.
Right.
Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I respect the fuck out of this guy, and I really I like what he does, and I don't do anything relevant.
I'll just say I've had you on how many songs now?
More songs than you've had Chris Waterbury on.
Yeah.
I'm on more of your records than he is.
Yeah. How many songs am I on of yours?
FFR, you were in 2,
Mm-hmm.
I think. LTOB, none.
None.
Well, it's because there were people. Yeah, never mind.
That's fair. I get it.
No,
Yeah, I understand.
There was a thing.
I understand.
There was a thing there. Me.
Say what you will.
No.
Say what you will. Say what you will.
Me personally, my own self, I asked you to do hands with me.
Mm-hmm.
So 3.
Which is fantastic.
Right. So that's the 3. Okay. Craving Strange. So I was on what? Like a Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it's gone. Can't believe
I was gonna say, really? Yeah.
So I was on that song.
Yeah. Enemies.
And
My enemies look just like my friends.
right? And Rise.
And Rise.
All right, so 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Chill.
I was just seeing if you remembered what you were on or what I was on.
I
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna need you for a couple.
fine. Then I'll need you for something heavy songs. Fine. No worries. We'll even this up.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, for real. No, but
That's all right. You
but I think it was really cool.
Copy clean vocals.
What was really awesome about that is going in, not knowing the songs, not knowing Dave really, and then working with Dave and working on that stuff. And like, I even said to you, I was like, "You want to send me the songs before?" You were like, "Nah."
It's funny. So the reason that I didn't send you the songs before is twofold. One of them is like that I was like, you're gonna nail it no matter what. So like I had that. I was like, he doesn't need to practice it, he's gonna be fine. But the other thing was, honestly, I wanted to kind of like I wanted to get your first reaction to the song.
Well, the songs themselves I had heard before.
But
I
like
heard them live.
The recorded studio version, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to kind of like get that. I'm always I don't know if you do this, but I always think that whoever I'm letting hear something is either going to really like it and be excited, and I can't wait to see that, or I think that they're going to think it absolutely sucks. And I'm terrified of that.
Honestly,
I don't know if you go through that.
No. What I go through is that everybody's going to think that what I do sucks. And
that's my first thought all the time.
And I'm like, okay, disclaimer.
Right.
This is really rough demo.
Yeah,
I wrote this in 1 week.
I didn't. This is like a quick recording.
I didn't record bass, or I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. That is 150% part of my process.
Oh yeah. No, I know. Absolutely.
But like, yeah. You guys, you didn't do that with Rise for me though, because Rise was in the Bacon is My Podcast era.
Yes.
Of Craving Strange.
Yeah.
So like, I had heard when we started writing music again.
I was
before you did.
So much more comfortable with you at that point.
And
like,
I knew Rise.
Yeah.
And so what's funny about Rise to me is that way more of my vocals were used for those songs than when you were like, "Hey man, I'd like you to be on Rise."
Right.
And there are legitimate full verses of me singing on.
Right.
And I am on way less of Rise than
also,
any of the other songs.
When I gave you Rise, I was like, do whatever you want.
Right. And then we'll just
do it on your own.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be there. Right? Like that was a whole different level. That's why I said it. Like I was way more comfortable at that point where I was just like, oh, I don't even need to be in the room.
Right.
You do your thing and we'll pick and choose.
Right.
And I was like, have fun.
Yeah.
Fucking kill it. And I'm so glad that we kept woo!
You're right.
Because your joy at the end of holding that note for as long as you did, holding that scream for as long as you did, was so genuine.
Yeah.
That when I heard it, I was like, that has to be on the record. Like it's so real.
I forgot about I forgot about that
has
part.
To be on, and that was actually a point of like making a thing out of it where I was like, yo, this has to be on the record.
Right.
And Kaj agreed with me. He was like, oh my God, it's so like it just sounds like, yes, it sounds like an air pump.
Dude, I forgot about that.
Right?
I legitimately forgot about the woo.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah.
And that was that was that was the hill I was ready to die on. I was like, the woo stays. I don't care what anybody says. And there was like there was a quick discussion. There wasn't an argument, but there was a quick discussion about it where it was just like, really? You don't think the song should just end where the song ends, and just be the song and everything? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
The woo fucking stays. And they're like, really? Like, it's a backup vocal. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, the woo stays.
Yeah, I forgot about
it. It
that.
encompasses what that song feels like.
It's because I wanted to hold that scream out as long as you held that answer. And I was like, yeah. And I finally got it as long as you did, and I was like, yeah, relief.
Yeah, like that was. I'm so glad that you didn't cut that off when you sent it.
I gave Dave like raw,
right,
tracks.
which is good. Like when I heard it, I was like, I'm so glad that he didn't like go, okay, let me edit that off before I send all the stuff. Let me tighten everything up before I send it and everything. Because it was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, that's on the record.
Yeah,
that's on the fucking. That's the end of that song. That's how it goes.
That was my solo on Craving Strange.
You are goddamn right. It is.
That's my solo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we talked about this.
Oh, you see from our patrons over here. G says, I think Rise was what got Levi into Craving Strange, and the woo is the best. The woo
that
is the best.
That was a legit like me going, I lived. I lived through that.
That was sick, dude. It was perfect. It
was so much fun, and
it was the feel.
I would love to see what some of the other stuff sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
If we used any of it.
Yeah, we checked a bunch of it, and it was just what it ended up being was it was taking over a little bit too much.
No, it was like a scream over your vocal.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get why it was taken out.
Yeah, and it was like, well, this isn't something we're gonna be able to do.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was all cool stuff. It was all absolutely cool stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I love those. I love those experiences that fun collaborative effort. Like I said, like doing the stuff on Landmines was what made me want LTOB to work with Dave.
Right.
Like we had the option to work with other people, and some of the people, honestly, we've had friends put records out and say, yeah, it felt a lot like a record mill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay,
right.
Cool.
Right.
We'll do this. You got 4 days.
Right.
It's like, what? Okay, so you got to take off 4 days.
Yeah.
Hope that fills your schedule. Hope that finishes it. If you're doing vocals, you got to like do cleanup on this and this. And at that point, it also feels like, okay, you got this date to this date. So you got producers from this date to this date. But at the same time, they just want to finish your shit.
Right, so they can get to the next thing.
And hey, listen, that works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody.
Hey, like I get it. It's a business.
Right. But that's what made me push for Dave to work on the LTOB thing.
Mm-hmm. It makes it different.
It made all of the difference. And hey man, I'm really proud of the LTOB thing we did with Dave. That was I'm
excited that he's working with the Bacon is My Passion stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was looking for an excuse for him to work with something heavy.
Right.
I want to work on another excuse to do it. You want to do a split EP?
Sure. Yeah, let's do something. Let's do something. I'm in.
You gonna back out?
I don't know.
Because you think
I don't back
that
out. I think
it's important to have your return.
I don't think anything's important.
Okay.
I don't think things are important.
Cool.
Things aren't important.
So,
Let's
Split EP.
try. Let's try the second one. Are you
Okay.
Because I'm done with the first.
yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with mine. So,
So
we've
which one do you wanna try next?
Island Jam and Peach Mango. Well, what I think we should do is have one in one half, one in the other. So you want to do a half of Island Jam, which Island Jam is vodka, pineapple, blood orange, and guava.
And what is
Peach Mango,
Peach Mango?
is vodka lemonade with peach and mango.
Ooh.
Well, this is less complex, I think.
Okay, so let's hit that
So
first.
no, I think
Oh,
that
you want to
maybe
finish
we
with
should
that?
we should finish with that.
Okay.
This is more complex.
Let's
maybe
Island
we should
Jam
have a sip of water first.
Sure. And let's Island Jam it.
Well, no. One of us gets in the glass. The other gets this.
Okay.
And then this goes in the
Other way.
glass.
I'll-
So this
I'll-
way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, quick timeout. I want to let everybody know that despite the summer being gone
Right.
and heading into the fall, does not mean that grilling season is over.
No, if you have a grill, it is always grilling season.
I feel like it's just getting started. And if you're grilling, if you're cooking, if you're doing any of that, make sure you do that with grillyourassoff.com.
Taste the freedom.
Exactly. Grill Your Ass Off is an awesome, awesome company. It is made in Texas. It is veteran owned. And they were Small Business of the Year.
Yeah, Veteran Small Business of the Year 2023, which is awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
They also just partnered with Sailor Jerry. Now, rum may be my personal avoid at all costs booze, but
Right.
some people really love it. And I guess I have to admit, even at its worst, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a new Sailor Jerry Ironsides barbecue sauce that you can check out too. And anything that you decide to get at grillyourassoff.com. You want a deal? You want a special? You want some money off? Use the promo code.
Bacon. Because everything's better with bacon.
Yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Come on. 10% off. Get it on all of their jerkies, all of their seasonings, all of their condiments, even their swag. Their swag is pretty sweet.
Yeah, spread some seasoning on those swags.
So definitely head over to grillyourassoff.com, use the promo code BACON for 10% off, and always remember to ask yourself one super important question.
What's your bacon?
Are you looking for a place for all things horror and don't know where to go?
Well, you've came to the right place, my friend. We are the Graveyard Club podcast. For all your horror needs, visit us on YouTube and Spotify, and you can follow us over on Instagram at the Graveyard Club Pod. See you there.
Ciao.
We're also more sober.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
do you want? I'll take the glass.
Okay.
You take the can.
Sure.
Go for the purity.
Sure. All right.
All right. So peach. No, wait. Was
this
that
is
Island Jam?
Island Jam.
Ooh. Oh, that's great.
That's really good.
I like guava.
I do
in-
too.
in-
Like
in
the
drinks.
guava really
we've
cuts
done.
through.
So we've done the what's the name of it? The
Guava's like a sweet grapefruit.
yeah. It's like grapefruit but good,
Yeah.
and it won't make your ticker stop.
Right. Or tastes like ass.
Ass. What's the name of the fucking thing that we get the Man, I'm having a fucking brain fart.
My mom used to eat half a grapefruit for like breakfast.
Well, it's no good if you got a bad ticker.
Right? She'd cut it in half, and I was
Well,
like,
what
I was like,
a lot of
"That's
people do
gross."
is like they'll pour a ton of sugar on it.
Right. She would also do a pita with Munster cheese.
I don't care what anybody says. Munster cheese is fire.
Hell yeah.
Munster cheese is fucking fire.
I've been cotija cheese.
Oh, where do you find good cotija?
My supermarket has great.
Oh, see,
Then the international section.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, mine's
It's
great.
not really okay.
You can buy either the wedge of it and you grate it yourself, or you can actually buy the grated. And recently, Annie brought home the grated, and it was awesome.
Okay, that's awesome.
I also
What I
discovered over the past 2 days that I bought the brick of adobo.
Pardon?
Like there's the seasoning brick of adobo seasoning.
I love adobo.
Right.
There's a brick.
Yeah, it's just this red brick, just like solid. It's almost
Salt, garlic,
yeah,
onion powder,
right. But
pepper.
it's just this.
but it's in a brick form.
Yeah, it's in a brick, almost like like a bouillon would be.
Like a bull. Oh my god!
Right. So like you slice off some of it. Man, that makes everything red. All your Tupperware, your cutting board, everything's red.
It's so funny because like I've had the conversation several times that so adobo definitely has paprika in it,
Yeah.
and people go, "Oh, you put paprika in it?" Yeah, I did.
Paprika's
Well,
great.
that's why it's spicy. It's like no.
No.
Wait, no, chill. No butts, chill.
Dude.
No butts, chill. Paprika is not spicy.
No. Everyone, no.
Paprika is red.
Yeah. It is tasteless. Smoked paprika is slightly smoked.
It's smoked. It's
no
like
heat.
a
There's no heat.
like a.
There's
It's
no
all
heat.
in your nose. It's all in your nose.
People put paprika on top of garlic bread in Italian restaurants so that it looks more browned, actually,
Right.
when they put it on
Right.
a broiler. Right? Because it's flavorless.
Paprika tastes like nothing, except for
See, even G in our live
Looking
stream
here.
right now. Although she knows about the brick. She knows about the brick. Get the brick. It's great.
I haven't seen the brick. I never looked for the brick.
I made
I
I made taco seasoning with it. Right?
Oh yeah.
So
So what do you have to do? Like chili powder and cumin, and that's it.
well,
Oregano.
So what I did is I took a little half a teaspoon of better than bouillon, put it in some hot water, threw like a nice little chunk of the brick of adobo in that water as well, and let that melt together, and it made this amazing brothy goodness. Which I already made a taco seasoning for my beef, which was a lot of cumin and chili powder and cayenne.
I don't know if you
and all
guys
that
can
stuff.
see this, but I've got a half stack.
Right. Then I poured that in as well, and it just created this like, oh, it was so good, dude. It's so good. I would have brought you some, but I ate it all. 2 days. 2 days. Pound of ground meat.
Well,
Yeah. 5 tacos. Yeah, you make
5 tacos with a pound of meat.
Well, no, each day.
Oh, okay. I was like 5 tacos.
No. Each day. So
Because honestly, so in my
half a
house,
pound each day.
So I do 3. John does 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin does 2.
I ate 5.
Lacey does 1.
I ate 5.
You ate 5.
Like, dude, I just ate 5.
And then the next day, kids get to smash it up.
And then the next day, I ate another 5.
That is something.
3 soft, 2 hard. And the heart I make myself in the air fryer.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, so good. So good. Just the beef, cotija cheese, little onion, cilantro. Oh, street taco style.
Street taco style is the way to go.
Street taco style.
Jen and I had empanadas today.
Mm-hmm. Where from? Where'd you get them from?
Hang tight. Hang tight. I'm going to my app here. Grubhub. Did somebody say Grubhub? Yes.
Now I
did.
do kind of a burrito every
Island
day.
empanada.
Island empanadas. Yeah, dude, we have one of those by us. They're great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you.
What'd you get?
The standout.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I got a pork. They didn't give me pork. They gave me. So they mislabeled stuff.
Okay.
That was the
Sure.
problem.
That happens. Empanadas,
So
you know.
I was right. It's a similar apparatus.
You're gonna
It
get what you
happens.
get. You're gonna get what you
It
get.
does happen.
You go to empanada place, you go, I want 2.
Jen got
Bring them to me.
a. All right. So what I ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got pork,
Okay.
beef and cheese,
Okay.
and chorizo potato.
Ooh, chorizo potato.
Yeah. Jen got 4 cheese,
I like that.
traditional chicken.
4 cheese?
Yeah. 4 cheese.
Oh, A4 cheese.
Yeah.
She got 4 cheese empanadas
There we go.
and
No. It was called
it's like,
4 cheese
damn,
empanadas.
Ken. Respect.
Traditional chicken and cheese, right? So I think she got my pork one,
Okay.
and she thought it was chicken,
Mm.
and she thought it was amazing. Why? Because it was pork.
Because it was pork, so it was juicy.
So it's great.
Yeah. So it wasn't dry. Yeah.
And then I got one of her cheese ones because I bit into her 4 cheese one that was labeled as pork, and I was like, this is not pork.
Right.
And she's like, well, this is better than all cheese for you. So you can have this one.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it was chicken. Maybe traditional chicken.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think the pork and chicken ones were mixed up.
Now, our listener, BIMP Squad member G says traditional empanadas, at least for Argentina, is beef, onions, olives, and bell peppers. Olives?
Yeah. Well, black olives. Black olives are
Blah.
traditionally not briny. They're not briny.
Salty grapes.
But I will say what I had was great. All of the things that I had were really good. I even had that bite of the 4 cheese that would not agree with me.
Right.
If I had to shit my pants, I would have been doing it by now. So here I am.
So you made it.
I made it.
You
I'm
successfully
good.
ate
It's
the
10,
cheese.
17. It's
All
good. It's
nice.
good.
Nice. We've turned a corner.
We've turned a corner. Well, I've taken a lot of cheese out of my diet. So,
Right.
but yeah, it was really good. But my favorite one out of all of them was the potato and chorizo.
I mean, that just sounds good.
It was very good. I actually liked it better with the green sauce,
Okay.
the mild green sauce.
Yeah.
Better than the hot red sauce.
Man, I love a green sauce because a green sauce is 90% of the time jalapeno based. And
This was not. There was. This was garlic, cilantro, olive oil.
All right.
That's what this was.
This is like a pesto.
It was garlic, cilantro, olive
It's like a
oil.
cilantro pesto.
It, but it was fantastic. It
Yeah,
was great.
it
It was
sounds great.
It was amazing. What I recently just brought back into my home, and I started adding to some of these empanadas. High River sauces.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still a thing anymore. Maybe I should check tomorrow. Maybe they'll sponsor the podcast.
Hell yeah. I hope
But-
they're a thing if you're eating them. Like, what's the expiration on that?
That's a great question. That's a fantastic question. So High River Sauces makes this one called Rogue.
Okay.
Rogue sauce. And it is blood orange, scorpion pepper. It is amazing.
I'm gonna try
Because
it.
it is sweet,
Right.
it is spicy, and it's great. It's a great hot sauce. It's really balanced. And I loved that from like so the last time I saw it was like just pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to this potato festival out east. And we got some. And I got some. And then Jen and I, during COVID, were able to find a getaway spot that had a hot sauce place that had it. I got it. Ate the whole thing in like a week and a half.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And, yeah.
All right.
And then just recently, North Shore Farms, down the road from us, had it. And I was like, oh
Nice.
my God,
Okay.
I need to get it. So I got it. So I'm going to go Google searching for it tomorrow
Right. Right.
and see if they'll sponsor us and maybe do a team up.
I will eat scorpion pepper before I eat habanero. And habanero is not as hot. But habanero,
It's got a
way it
dirty
hits
taste.
it hits you in the back of the throat, and that destroys me.
Habanero has a dirty taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really have a fun.
There's no fruitiness to it at all. At
Right.
all. At all.
And I know
It's just
I know
dry
G
back of the
G's
throat.
saying you lost me at scorpion pepper.
Right.
I feel like scorpion pepper is
There's still some
not
fruitiness there.
as bad as everybody says it is.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Listen,
agree with that.
like I think scorpion pepper is less hot than like a Reaper.
Yeah.
Like it's got more taste than a
Isn't
Reaper.
it supposed to be less hot than a Reaper?
Well, yeah, no, it absolutely is.
yeah,
But
I
like
was gonna say.
on the in the whole, like on like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But scorpion peppers are really, really good.
Let's jump to this next
This next one here.
Oh, any suggestions for spice palette?
For,
I
for
mean,
somebody who's trying to get into it,
yeah,
or for somebody who is like
all the Cholula
actively-
sauces. Cholula makes great hot sauces, right? So like the green sauce is excellent. Their original sauce is excellent. They have a garlic spice sauce that's really, really good. It's not spicy at all, but it gives you a little bit of a kick.
Fantastic already.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like emergency.
Yeah, it does smell like emergency. You're right. So I would say, like, I mean, yeah, the Cholula, any Cholula hot sauces are a really good kind of entryway. Frank's Red Hot is literally the base for everything, wing wise.
I
Everything
feel like
starts there.
I feel like I can't tell people where to start. And
That's why I'm talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like
That's
like I
that's why I'm doing this right now, because you,
I
you'll
suggest people
destroy people's mouths.
so in my and you can attest to this.
Yeah.
So like in my cupboard, I literally have another bottle of rocket fuel.
Right. Right. You're fucked up.
Rocket fuel. You
Yeah.
remember that?
You like eating to be a challenge. I don't like that. I like eating to be enjoyable from beginning to
I
end.
enjoy that though. Like it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like rocket fuel.
I don't want to eat and then be like, all right, I just got to ride this out. Like, I don't want, I don't need that.
What is it? Strange Candy. Strange Candy
does good.
Well, that's what the rocket fuel is. Rocket fuel
but that's the jerk one. And not jerk as in jerk seasoning, because those are excellent. But like, no, it's like the asshole sauce.
It's
because that's where it goes. It
half
burns.
scorpion pepper, half Reaper, and I love that sauce. I love it.
He's I don't know, Iron Gut Wayman over here. I don't know. But like, as a human being.
By the way, and also here I'm going to say, Bill G, aka Ziggy,
Texas Pete, yeah.
I actually have a special place in my heart for Texas Pete, and I'll tell you why. So, Sunrise Mall in Massapequa used to have this little food stand right outside Sam Goody.
Okay,
right. My grandmother used to take me out to the mall. To my grandmother and my aunt, we used to go there, and I would spend all my time at all the places where you could buy band shirts, CDs,
right?
Like Revolver magazine, like
Revolver
anything that you
magazine.
could do,
yeah,
like anything you could do. A guitar player,
right?
All that kind of stuff. That's where they would like bring me, and that section of the mall was great because it was like, okay, it was a bookstore, or I think it was Borders, and then it was Sam Goody, and then it was this little kiosk that was like a deli, but they had tacos, right?
Oh, okay.
And they had really good tacos. It was like straight up, just like Taco Bell would have, right?
Can we try this? Did you try this yet?
Oh, no, I didn't try it.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, have you ever wondered how you could actually help the show out? I mean, not just like listening and giving a 5-star review or buying a T-shirt or working with a
little bit
sponsors.
of extra zazz.
Yeah. Are you one of those people that likes extra stuff? That likes a little bit more? Can't spell extraordinary without that little extra.
Exactly. So if you like that stuff, if you want a little bit of extra bacon, like tasting shows and cooking shows and early access to episodes, I mean, shoot, you can't get any earlier than live.
That's true.
Every week we do our discussion and drinks live for our patrons over at patreon.com/baconismypodcast.
Check it out. Check out the tiers. See what's right for you. Help us out. We love you. Thanks for being a part of it. Remember to ask yourself, what's your bacon?
I'm not going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you, man.
Nah. Tastes like airborne.
It's emergency, yeah.
Yeah, emergency, yeah. Yeah, I'm not into this one.
The other two were better.
All right, continue. Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I loved it. I loved that place. The first hot sauce I actually had, so I was like, do you have taco packets? Because I asked for tacos. And instead of my normal, and I'll get a lot of hate for this, I normally like
Tabasco, man.
mild Taco Bell sauce.
Oh, I thought you were going to your like Tabasco's like your go-to.
No, Tabasco for eggs is good.
Okay, yeah.
Tabasco.
Mild Taco Bell. Okay.
Mild Taco Bell sauce.
Why do you get hate for that?
Oh, I get hate for that all the time.
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with mild Taco Bell sauce? What's
I
wrong
love
with mild Taco Bell sauce?
That runs deeper. I can go into that story next if you want. But like, so I'm usually normally like into Taco Bell mild sauce, and they hand me Texas Pete's, and I have it, and I'm sweating my fucking ass off.
Right.
And my grandmother's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I love this. This is amazing."
fucked up, man.
And I love Texas Pete's. I love it. I love it. But we just recently had Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Recently. And
Yeah.
we talked about that. The
Right.
drive-through.
The drive-through versus going. Yeah.
I still only eat mild sauce at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know why. Because my mother, when she was pregnant with me,
You did tell me this. Yeah.
you know this.
Yep. Yep.
When my mother was pregnant with me, she would have 3 regular hard shell tacos with 3 mild sauces on each of them
Right.
every night. And then she'd wash it down with a Carvel soft serve vanilla with hot fudge and sprinkles.
Do you like that?
Yes.
Is that like your...
No. It's not my thing. It's
Right.
not my thing.
Okay.
I'm also not really like a dessert guy.
I know that. Yeah, I know that.
Like, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
When my mom was pregnant with me, she went and saw Kiss. And she also had a David Bowie haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both affected in certain ways by our parents' behavior.
Okay. Well, now it makes sense.
Right? So many things make sense now.
Well, did she anything good?
So I don't know. We didn't talk about her food choices.
Well, maybe not a whole lot of food consumed at a
Yeah.
David Bowie.
She furnished our first apartment with stuff she won in disco dance competitions. Not being old enough to go do it.
Right.
And my grandfather wouldn't go watch her, even though he was proud, because he couldn't go because he was chief of police. And if he went, then it
Right.
was like
She was disqualified.
she was not that she was
Well,
disqualified.
no, she was.
It would look bad on
Right.
him to his people, so he couldn't be seen to approve of such things. But my grandma went.
Hey, man.
In defiance of the law.
Law, breaking the law.
Oh.
One of my favorite is one of the whole Tabasco peppers in the jar. I take the peppers out of them and put them on a hero.
Okay. Okay, Bill.
I'm
Ziggy.
all right
right.
with that.
All right, Ziggy. We might have to do like a something with Ziggy where we go get sandwiches.
Yeah, we were just talking about that recently, like within the past 2 episodes that we just recorded today. Interesting. But yeah, so fucking the man. Peppers are really, really, really necessity.
They
to
make all the difference.
all the difference
All the
on a
difference.
sandwich.
You have to have peppers on
If
it.
you have it on some sort of hero bread, you have to have it.
Yeah.
In general.
I don't even care what kind of peppers. You want to give me
Peppercini?
roasted? You want to give me peppercini? Cool. You want to give me roasted peppers? Cool. You want to give me
See,
banana
you know what?
peppers? Cool.
You know what? Fuck roasted peppers.
Well, I agree because they're just wet.
They're wet,
They're just wet.
sweet,
But-
slimy.
But I'll take it on a sandwich because I need peppers on a sandwich.
Okay,
I
Well,
would
I'll put it-
prefer.
no, wait.
I prefer raw
wait.
peppers on a sandwich to roasted peppers.
If you put roasted peppers on a sandwich, what do you have to eliminate to make it acceptable?
Lettuce.
Because what?
Lettuce.
Lettuce and tomato.
And well, I don't put tomatoes on my sandwiches anyway, so yeah.
Oh, no. The key to tomato on a sandwich is salt and pepper.
Sure.
Directly on the no. Listen,
My first
don't fuck with this.
right. You have to season your
Salt
tomatoes.
and pepper are immediately
Directly on the tomato.
on the tomato.
Yeah.
If you don't put it on the tomato, go fuck yourself sideways.
Salt and pepper also belongs on like cucumber if you put it on a sandwich. And I'll take
I
cucumber
do.
over tomato.
I like cucumber on certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll replace cucumber and lettuce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't need lettuce on
That's
things.
tough. That's
I don't need lettuce on things.
I like lettuce on things to make me
I'll put
feel
I'll
validated.
put cilantro on things instead of lettuce.
No, I'll put lettuce on things to be like, okay, well, there's my vegetable. Right?
That's like doing corn as a vegetable. Like
Corn's not a vegetable; it's a starch.
neither is lettuce. Lettuce is water.
Lettuce is a vegetable.
It is water. Put spinach on there if you want a vegetable.
I do that sometimes too.
Spinach is good. I'll take spinach.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, you know what?
Lettuce on tacos. I'll do lettuce on tacos.
Yeah, you
Just
know
so
what?
it's crunchy.
Right.
That's all.
Exactly.
Just crunchy.
You know
that's
what? You know what's funny? I have played myself out on arugula.
all. Okay.
I used to love arugula. Like when we were in the apartment,
Mm-hmm.
you remember when Jen and I were in the apartment,
Yeah.
pre-kids.
Yeah.
Well, we had one kid eventually, but like pre-kids. Yeah, you're like,
It's fucking
I don't
bad.
want to get sick.
I don't want-
I'm not trying to get sick.
I don't want any more of that. Yeah.
You're like that's a drink I drink when I get sick. No,
No. I want to read which one it is to the people. That's all. The peach mango dream.
It's
No go.
It's airborne
No go.
and
It's like you were like, oh, let's make mixed drinks. What do we have in the fridge? Oh, we don't have any mixers. Oh, I have a couple
Right.
airborne tabs.
let's do it.
No, I don't want to. No,
Let's do it.
I don't want to do it.
You
I'm gonna-
should.
All right. Well. Oh God! Bad. It's actively bad.
I
Why do you want to do?
what was it saying?
I don't know, man. Try something dumb.
No. So when
It's that
we
last
were
thing
in-
you said was dumb.
well, the last thing I yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb.
It's dumb as shit.
Well, you had a good one. You're nice. Give you one of these. So what I used to love was arugula.
Right.
I
I like arugula.
played the fuck out of arugula.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Can't do it anymore.
I can't do it any. I would add it to things that were not
the peppery
with-
lettuces. Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. I ate it on everything.
Okay.
I even made I made salads with a base of arugula for like forever.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Because I was like, oh man, it's a peppery lettuce. It tastes like something. It's great.
Arugula belongs on a steak sandwich.
A
Steak sandwich with horseradish and a little bit of like blue cheese or like an Asiago.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I have to pick it off
On a
now.
ciabatta.
Oh, on a
Good.
on a
So good.
on a panini trip.
Oh, so good.
I have to take it off because I played it out so fucking badly.
Oh man, that sucks.
I used to eat like 2 or 3 bags on my own.
That's 2 bags too many.
Well, you know what? I used to be really skinny too.
It's not because of the arugula, dude.
It was.
Was that the secret?
It was because I pulled arugula out and I was like, oh well.
The one thing I eliminated was arugula.
Here's something that's tasty and peppery and like good for me.
Right.
I'm taking that out of my life.
Right. So and then
Cheez-Its.
well, see, it's what you replace it with. It's not that you took it out. that you can't be like peppery lettuce out, Cheez-Its in. It has to be like peppery lettuce out, Boston lettuce in. Spinach
Boston lettuce is just
Field greens in.
Boston lettuce is
Too green. I don't buy it.
it's iceberg
I don't believe it.
that's way more
bullshit.
expensive.
Bullshit. It's too green. It's bullshit. Something's fucked up. Something's
What's
suspect.
also in Boston?
Something's suspect there.
Like, I like Boston. I like the town of Boston.
Field greens.
Everybody
man.
knows it's fucking
Field
cold
greens.
in Boston.
Field greens are peppery. Get a couple stems in there too, so you're like, right? You need a good steak sandwich isn't a steak sandwich without a couple stems.
Yeah.
Street tacos too, because you get the
Cilantro.
cilantro stems.
Dude, I love cilantro.
I've been using cilantro instead of lettuce on things recently.
I wish
I'll make a wrap every day. So, little tip for everybody at home. You go to the grocery store and you can buy those pork loins,
Yeah.
right? I will buy one of those pork loins, and before I ever do anything, I will cut it into like 1.5 inch discs, right? And then I'll season it, and then I'll throw it in a bag, and I'll throw it in the freezer, right? So every day before I go to work, I'll take out peppers, onions, cilantro, a tortilla, and some of the cheese that I said before. I can't think of the name of it right now. And then I will take out one of those, and I will cook that in the air fryer until it's like 150 temperature in the middle. I'll slice it thin. I'll season it with all the, cumin, paprika, chili powder, all that kind of stuff, right? I'll throw it in a tortilla with some rice that I cooked, that I threw some cilantro and basil in and garlic and did that. I'll throw all that in a tortilla with raw peppers, raw onion, and a little bit of cheese, some green sauce, right? Roll that shit up, stick it back in the pan, crisp up the outside of the tortilla, throw it in my little lunchbox, and then at the end of the day, when I leave work and I'm on my way to like rehearsal, I'll pull that out, and it's the greatest. It's the greatest. It's so good. It's so good. And you get about 6 of those little fillets out of that, and that's a week's worth of meals.
That's fantastic. I buy one of those, and I have a headache the day before. Or the day of, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So this week
Why do you have a headache the day of?
No, so this week I had one of those out.
Yeah.
And that day was not feeling very well.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna was like, well, what do you do with these? And I was just, okay, I put it in the air fryer, do it for X long, make sure it's 145.
Sure.
Slice it on a diagonal. Well, Jen thought I said 165.
Oh. Well, I mean, pork can still be okay at 165, but
It can be okay at 165.
yeah,
It certainly can.
it can.
But if you're
You want to put a sauce. You want to put a sauce on it at that point,
if you're sick
right?
and not having it until the next day,
It's not juicy.
yeah, if you're sick and fall asleep,
Mm.
and the next day you go, cool, I'm gonna have some lunch today. What can I have? And it's like, well, not the pork, because it's way too small.
I'm telling you right now, cut it first, and then just cook it one fillet at a time when you need it.
Well, the problem is
Throw it in the freezer.
I got a family of 4.
All right. So throw it in the freezer, take out 4.
Yeah. I just bought.
Because then you know what? You'll still have 2.
Yeah, there you go.
And then when you've got a day and you're going to come out here and you're going to go in quick, you're going to be like, I'm going to throw this one in the air fryer, cook it till it's 145, 150, have it with some rice, or I'm going to slice it up and throw it in a tortilla and fucking make some shit happen.
Yeah. And
I'm going to do that twice.
there you go. There you go. I feel like the next thing we should talk about, I want to talk about this with you.
Right.
And I want to warn you about it before we do this.
All right, let's do it. Give me the warning.
Lunch is by far the worst meal of all.
I don't ever have it.
It's the worst.
I don't ever have it.
If you don't eat breakfast sometimes, it's the worst.
I haven't eaten lunch in I don't know how many years.
Well, I will say this. Next week, we're going to figure out when to have our discussion and drinks, right?
All right.
And I don't, let's talk about lunch.
Okay.
Let's talk about lunch, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things I don't eat because I don't eat lunch, baby.
Me too, man. It's awful.
Dude, I eat an apple and a banana.
It's the worst.
on the way
It's
to
like,
work.
all right, fine.
In the car.
No, I'm hungry. I guess I gotta do something. So,
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, doing discussion and drinks with us.
Yes, we
Chilling.
appreciate you.
Please make sure you watch all of Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Mutant Mayhem. I can't speak for this fucking scoundrel right here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. This scoundrel right here. But you need
Scoundrel?
to fucking
I like
fucking watch it.
I like that.
Can you fucking watch it?
Yes, I can, but I also would like to be called a scoundrel as much
can
as
do it as
much as possible.
I'll do it.
I want
I'll
a
fucking do
T-shirt
it.
that just says scoundrel.
We have the technology.
We have the technology. Would you guys buy a T-shirt that says scoundrel? Let us know in the comments. That's if you'd buy it.
We'll make one.
We'll make one.
Yeah.
We'll make it.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. He is Jimmy G's Shoes on all the socials. His band is Craving Strange. I am me, my own self, Mike.
His
on
band
all
is
my socials.
something heavy.
Yeah, and then we got a single that's happening.
New single coming out.
If you want to hear it really quick, go to patreon.com/bacon is my podcast.
Yo, buy us each a coffee, and you get all this free stuff.
If you
Well,
get
no,
us,
not free. All this stuff that you bought with the price of a coffee for each of us.
right,
Right?
and maybe we can parlay that into a bottle of whiskey.
We'll probably save up.
We'll save
whiskey.
us.
Yeah. Yo, if you're into Loud Lemon, or if you want to try it, check it out. The cranberry is excellent. The Island Jam is really, really good.
Excellent too.
The Peach Mango Dream is dildos. It's terrible.
Don't do it.
Don't get it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate you. Thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/bacon is my podcast.
Hanging out live. It doesn't get any earlier than in person live at
right.
the time it's being recorded.
Damn right. We appreciate you. Thank you guys. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Manscaped, Grill Your Ass Off, Drink Wild Bills, all that kind of good stuff.
Also, the Den Network, who is, they're just like a network of really awesome podcasts. So, hey, listen, we put out 3 a week. If you don't get enough with that, fucking listen to Den.
Or if you're like, can I listen to somebody else's voice, please?
Right.
I get
Okay.
it. I get it.
TheDenNetwork.com. DenNetwork.com. If you go there, amazing podcasts. Really, really awesome podcasts. Go check them out. We're a part of it. There's 26 other podcasts there. 25. We're 26.
We're 26.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 25 other podcasts. So go check it out. Go do it.
Find one that you like. History I'd Like to Fuck is my favorite of everything. So good. So good. Check it out.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna do a show with them.
We are.
It's fucking
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. And remember to ask yourselves every single day. Number one question.
One question.
So violent. So aggressive. What is that thing
What's the one question we ask you?
that makes your day better?
It's just one. We asked one.
What's your,
That's all we're asking for.
what's your bacon? Say, what's your bacon? He's so violent. Yet so loving. World peace. I'm scared.
This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.